All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving into some really fascinating stuff today in the crypto world. Buckle up, because things could get pretty wild. We're talking about Wormhole. It's this, well, it's kind of a game changer when it comes to blockchains.
Definitely. I think it's a really good way to think about it.
And we've got some incredible insights from our expert here,
Happy to be here.
who eats, sleeps, and breathes crypto.
That's me.
So get ready for an awesome deep dive. All right, so let's start simple. What exactly is Wormhole? I mean, I hear people throwing this term around all the
Yeah,
time.
it's thrown around a lot.
But, like, what does it actually do?
So Wormhole, it's basically a bridge.
A bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It connects different blockchains, right? So think about it like this. You've got your money stuck in one bank. You want to move it to another bank, but it's like a whole process. You
Yeah.
got to fill out forms,
Right.
wait forever. Wormhole is like,
Oof.
it just makes it instant boom.
So it's like transferring money, but between different blockchains
Exactly.
instead of banks.
Yeah, like imagine each blockchain is like a different country with its own currency, and Wormhole is like this magical system that lets you exchange your money seamlessly between them
I get it.
without all that hassle.
I'm starting to see why people are so excited about this. It sounds like it could really change how we use crypto, right?
Oh, absolutely. It opens up a ton of possibilities. Like you can trade crypto on different platforms without having to jump through hoops, you know?
That would be amazing.
Imagine trying to play a blockchain game that's on a different chain than your crypto wallet.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a nightmare. Wormhole makes that easy peasy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, so
Not just about moving money around, it's about
Nope.
connecting all these different parts of the crypto world.
That's it. It's about making it all work together seamlessly.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, you mentioned that Wormhole is like a bridge. Can you explain a little bit about how this bridge actually works?
So underneath the hood, you've got these things called multi-chain applications and bridges. They're like the nuts and bolts of Wormhole. They use Wormhole's technology to actually do the transferring. And then you've got these guardian nodes.
Guardian notes, what are those?
Yeah, so these are like the security guards of the system. They constantly check every transaction to make sure everything is legit
Gotcha.
and that no one's trying to cheat or anything.
That makes sense. So there's a whole security system built in to keep things safe.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the W token, right? I mean, it's not just about moving stuff around.
Right.
It's got to be more than that, right?
You're absolutely right. The W token is kind of like a key to the control room of Wormhole. You own W tokens. You get a say in how Wormhole runs.
Okay, like voting rights.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it like owning shares in a company, right?
Okay.
You get to vote on important decisions like what new features should be added, how fees are structured, the whole nine yards.
So the W token holders are basically the bosses.
Kind of, yeah. They have a say in the future of Wormhole, which is pretty cool if you think about it.
That is cool. But how did they get these tokens in the first place? Like, was there some big sale or something?
It's actually pretty interesting how they did it. Initially, they did this thing called an airdrop.
Airdrop.
Yeah, basically, they just gave away millions of W tokens for free.
Wait, for free?
To people who were already using the platform, the early adopters.
Wow, that's pretty generous.
It was a way of rewarding them for being early supporters and also a way to spread ownership of Wormhole as wide as possible.
So it's not like one person or company controls everything.
Exactly. That's the beauty of decentralization. No one entity can just come in and call all the shots.
That's definitely a big deal in the crypto world.
Huge.
I could see my dough would be important. Okay, so let's say someone is listening to us right now, and they're like, man, I want to be a part of this Wormhole thing. Where do they even start? How do they get their hands on some W tokens?
Well, that's where cryptocurrency exchanges come in.
Oh.
There are these platforms like Binance, Kraken, KuCoin. Those are some of the big ones.
So like online marketplaces for crypto.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the stock market, but for cryptocurrencies.
So you create an account, deposit some money, and then you can just buy W tokens.
Pretty much. You search for Wormhole or W, and boom, you're in business. And a lot of these exchanges nowadays make it super easy to deposit money. You can use Google Pay, Apple Pay, even your debit card sometimes.
That's super convenient. So buying crypto really isn't as complicated as people make it out to be.
Definitely not. But of course, security is always important. You got to be careful where you store your crypto.
That's true.
I always recommend using a personal wallet like Phantom. It's much more secure than leaving your crypto on an exchange.
So it's like having your own personal vault for your crypto.
Yeah, it gives you more control over your assets and peace of mind knowing they're safe.
Makes sense. So let's recap for everyone listening in. Wormhole is like this revolutionary bridge connecting different blockchains. It lets you move stuff between them super easily, whether it's cryptocurrencies, data, or even digital assets. And the W token gives you a voice in how the whole thing is run. You can buy it on crypto exchanges and then store it securely in a personal wallet. That's Wormhole in a nutshell. What would you say to someone who's completely new to all of this and might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed?
The most important thing is to start slow, do your research, and never invest more than you can afford to lose, right?
Absolutely. It's all about learning and taking calculated risks.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Exactly. The crypto community is full of helpful people who are willing to share their knowledge.
It's a pretty welcoming community.
Now, here's something to ponder as you explore this whole wormhole thing. If blockchains are like different countries with their own unique currencies and economies, what happens when we start connecting them all together? What kind of global economy could we create? That's something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Wormhole. It's been a wild ride.
My pleasure.
We'll see you next time for another exploration into the amazing world of crypto. Until then, happy trading.